All right, we're going to play a game in Best for Last called 0 and True or Let It Stew. There's 7 teams right now are 0 and 2. So is what you're watching a bad football team, 0 and True, or let it bake? There are circumstances here. 0 and True or Let It Stew. Here we go, Joy.
The Falcons, 0 and True or Let It Stew?
Let It Stew. New coach, all new coordinators, 7 of their 9 next opponents have losing records from last year. Let it stew. They'll get better.
The Vikings, 0 and True or Let It Stew?
Let it stew. It's a top 6 offense in the NFL, all sorts of weapons also. Basically, their kicker missed a 37-yarder or they're 1-1, and that includes winning in Arizona. So this is not a bad football team. Let it stew.
The Jets, 0 and True or Let It Stew?
0 and True. They have not scored 30-plus points in 23 straight games, meaning doesn't matter the quarterback or the coach. They don't have enough weapons. They don't have a good enough line. They don't have a run game. It doesn't matter if it's Darnold or Zach Wilson. They got no pop. They're easy to defend.
Giants, 0 and True or Let It Stew?
You're going to be surprised. Let it stew. Dexter Lawrence doesn't jump off sides. They're 1-1. And another thing, we are really worried about the turnovers with Daniel Jones. That has been a real point of emphasis. At the end of last year, he cut down those turnovers. They went 5-3 in their last 8. Giants only have 1 turnover through 2 games. So going back to last year, Daniel Jones has cut down on turnovers. This is a bad division. They'll win some games.
Lions, 0 and True or Let It Stew?
I like some individual players. I'd say 0 and True for this reason. They've allowed 35-plus points in a couple of games. Goff has a propensity to turn the ball over, meaning a short field, and this defense is a complete, utter rebuild. I will say this. Hawkinson, the tight end, is great. Swift, the running back, terrific. Goff's okay. O-line's not terrible. It's not a bad O-line. So there's pieces offensively. But, again, new coach, new staff, and the defense can't stop anything. See, they're only going to be able to win by a shootout. That is not a good recipe because they have 3 or 4 elements I like offensively, but if Hawkinson got hurt, it's a big drop-off.
Jaguars, 0 and True or Let It Stew?
0 and True. Outside of wide receivers, they don't have a unit that's elite. They're on a 17-game losing streak, and most of those last year and this year are by blowout. I mean, I think the first half against the Houston Texans kind of said it all. They're a long way off. I also do not like Urban Meyer's first set of offensive coaches. Brian Schottenheimer, Darren Bevel, I don't think were great choices. Don't know those guys personally, but they've been kind of moved on by top coaches. So I think this is what you're looking at, a 3-win team.
Colts, 0 and True or Let It Stew?
All right. This is an easy one. Let it stew. Remember, they've had 8 plays inside the 5. They haven't scored on any of them because their offensive line's all beat up. 8 plays, no points. So they're just getting pushed back. Also, they faced the Seahawks and the Rams. Those are 2 of the best offenses in the NFL. Also, the AFC South is kind of a hot garbage, so that you can 0-2 doesn't. I'll say this. Wentz comes back and the offensive line gets fixed, I could absolutely see this team going on an 8-game winning streak, especially if they had 5 division games.
Yeah.
I could see them, as good as I think the Chargers could be, if you got Kansas City twice in a month, you're not going on a 5-game winning streak. Like even the Raiders now. Denver. So a lot of times the Colts, the advantage for like the Dallas Cowboys or the Colts is those teams would not have to play great to go on a 6-game winning streak if they have divisional foes.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.